Namaskaram. Honorable Speaker, the Chief Minister, Ministers, Leader of the Opposition, and all other members. It is with immense pride and happiness that I address this August Assembly, marking the beginning of the 13th session of the 15th Kerala Legislative Assembly. My government reiterates its commitment to its aim of building Nava Keralam, which will be endowed with high quality physical infrastructure, knowledge-based economy, quality education, and health care, guaranteed housing to all and eradication of extreme poverty. With limited resources in hand, we are trying our best to achieve these goals. Kerala's development path had attracted the attention of scholars across the world. Our achievements have been widely acclaimed within the country and abroad. But my government is not content with resting on the laurels. It is keen to address the problems that do remain and move ahead to resolve them. My government accords equal importance to development of physical and social infrastructure and the proactive role of the state in achieving social justice. My government is fully committed to upholding constitutional values of democracy, secularism, socialism, and federalism. We have been taking special initiatives to fulfill our aims and commitments. My government has been following the novel practice of telling the society about the progress of implementation of promises made to the people at the time of seeking their mandate. My government strongly believes that the relationship between the electors and the elected is not one to be renewed at quinquennial gaps, but a continuous one of the accountability of the latter to the former. Our state has made major strides in democratic decentralization, and this will provide a sound base in our endeavors to raise the standards of our accountability. Empowering the public and making them realize that services they get from the government through public servants is a right and not a favor that is been on one of the foremost tasks undertaken by my government. In this forward march, pride of place has been accorded to making available services to the public online. We have moved considerably forward in this regard, and my government will resolve any issue that needs solution. From the demand side, my government has been simultaneously taking steps to ensure that digital divide should not exist in our society. My government is taking very serious steps to make the internet available to all. As we undertook literacy as a mission in the past, we will achieve a society sans digital divide too. Kerala has a history of moving far in reforming land ownership relations, but we still do face the problem of homelessness. In the last 8 years, the present and previous governments have made major strides in providing secure homes to 4,24,800 families. Agreement for providing secure homes for 1,13,718 families has been signed, taking the total to 5,38,518 families. Right to secure housing has been recognized as a basic human right internationally. My government is taking earnest steps to make this a reality in the state. Poverty in its extreme form is a major disability for the people who suffer this condition. Such a condition cannot be allowed to exist in a democratic society. Conscious of this fact, my government identified 64,006 families which were in conditions of extreme poverty, and through focused measures have attempted to bring them out of the condition in a substantial manner. My government is working committedly to fulfill the goal of creating Kerala without landless people. I consider this the allocation of land titles to 1,80,887 families in the last 3 years as a historic achievement. Kerala is becoming the first state in India to digitally measure and prepare records of all land parcels in the state. It is a matter of my government's pride that within a short span of 18 months since the inception of full-fledged digital survey in the state, the survey of 5.58 lakh hectares of land in 41.5 lakh land parcels has been completed. My government is also committed to having safe disposal of waste with the cooperation of the people. We are also taking steps to identify persons needing palliative care throughout the state and extend the necessary service to them. The local self-government department is the nodal department for all the above 5 activities, namely providing secure homes to the houseless, eliminate landlessness, eradicating extreme poverty, sustainable management of solid waste, and providing palliative care to the needy. Kerala's achievement in school and higher education have been noted by the Union government and the international organizations. My government has much higher ambitions in this area. My government aims for both inclusive and quality in education. In the higher education sector, we emphasize on skill development, connectivity between educational institutions and industries, enabling students to be entrepreneurs, and revisiting curricula to suit modern needs. These are being implemented with the aim of making Kerala a knowledge society within the shortest span of time possible. In this context, it is pertinent to note that the state has developed a robust ecosystem for startups. Kerala has consistently demonstrated better health outcomes. Kerala health system is now facing the next generation challenges. My government has planned comprehensive interventions involving Ayush department also by converging with the health system for NCD control, pain and palliative care for geriatric care programs. My government has taken major steps for digitalization of government and providing services to the public online in an integrated manner. Considerable progress has been made in digitizing land records. My government has been placing emphasis on improving the physical infrastructure of the state. In the transport sector, my government shared cost with the union government to make sure that the national highway widening work proceeds smoothly. My government has been pressing the union government to sanction rail development projects to the states for reducing the travel time and time for freight in transit. My government has ensured that the major infrastructure projects of which the Vijayam port needs special mention are completed in time. My government's efforts to make Kerala an investment destination is showing tangible results, and Kerala now ranks as the number 1 state in providing a conducive environment for ease of doing business. Details of achievements and why my government proposes to do will be mentioned in brief in later parts of the address. Before getting to them, my government expresses serious concern that despite taking earnest measures for an revenue mobilization and rationalizing expenditure, it has been facing liquidity stress due to declining share of union fiscal transfers. Kerala has a very strong social security network, which provides a monthly pension of to 62 lakh elderly persons, and the task is to ensure that this is not only not impeded in any manner, but also to strengthen the fiscal capacity of the state to augment this support. As mentioned above, despite my government's best efforts to mobilize own revenue, Kerala has been facing stress on government finances because of the tapering of revenue deficit grants and cessation of GST compensation. In a detailed memorandum presented to the 16th Finance Commission, which had visited the state in December 2024 and held discussion with my government, the problems faced by the state have been highlighted and ameliorative measures requested. We hope for the best. Over the past decade, Kerala has faced a series of devastating disasters, including the unprecedented floods of 2018 and 2019, Cyclone Oki, and the recent Mepadi landslide. Despite these challenges, Kerala's disaster management model, rooted in community resilience, technological integration, and proactive governance, has garnered global recognition as a beacon of effective crisis response. My government is committed to rehabilitating all those affected by the Mepadi landslide by ensuring the completion of the township within 1 year. My government is committed to take initiatives to build a disaster-resilient Kerala. My government, with its own initiatives and required help from the Union government, will take all the possible steps to build capabilities to cope with the impact of climate change, which is being felt here as in other parts of the world. My government has made conscious efforts to revitalize the agriculture sector in an environment-friendly manner. We are taking efforts to achieve an accelerated economic growth and generation of productive employment. With these introductory remarks, I now proceed to make a roundup of the efforts taken by my government in various spheres of its activity and mention the aims it has for achieving in the near future. Agriculture. Kerala's agriculture sector contributes 8% of the state GDP, sustains nearly 30 lakh farmers. By increasing the productivity, strengthening the secondary agriculture sector, and emphasizing value-based products, my government is in the process of doubling the farmers' income. In continuation to Niyamasabha Krishi Yelokku program, the Comprehensive Agriculture Development Mission program, Krishi Samriddhi, is being implemented in local self-government institutions in a phased manner with the help of a comprehensive digital data base integrating land, crop, and farmers registry. My government is advancing initiatives like Kerala Agro Business Company, which is set to raise rupees 100 crore in equity capital and rupees 2,365.48 crore Kerala Climate Resilience Value Addition Project, KERA project, which will establish 4 agri-parks, promote climate resilient farming, and rejuvenate plantations. To support rice farming, digital disbursement of incentives will be introduced and the plantation labor opportunities will be enhanced through collaborations with the industries department. The declared objective of my government is to create fallow-free villages. A project called Navodhan has been implemented for this purpose. A crop cultivator's card will also be introduced to get more fallow land for cultivation. My government is also planning and implementing schemes to reduce post-harvest losses of agricultural products. animal husbandry. My government achieved significant milestones in 2024-25, such as establishing hospital management committees to enhance veterinary institutions, self-reliance, and amending the livestock farm licensing rules to foster a favorable investment climate. I am happy to note the development of a patented vaccine for re-emereliosis through Kerala Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, the launching of the Advice K Vasu toll-free advisory for farmers, and the introduction of the eSamruddha platform to integrate veterinary services digitally, alongside a revamped growth-based incentive program to strengthen livestock breeding. Looking forward, 2025-26 will prioritize innovative policies, including mobile veterinary services for doorstep care and comprehensive aid for medium-scale dairy farms. My government will expand research collaborations, testing facilities, and programs like KEPCO Ashraya to empower women and promote poultry farming among school children. Fertility management centers and satellite breeding units for pigs and goats will address productivity challenges, while high-tech poultry farms and market interventions aim to stabilize prices and boost profitability. Dairy development. Kerala is advancing towards self-sufficiency in milk production. In 24-25, my government implemented Shira Samvardhanam insurance scheme and provided support to impoverish families to establish dairy units, while the Kshira Tiram project improved the livelihoods of coastal and Koir families. Additionally, 40 gram panchayats were transformed into Shira Gramas, and fodder cultivation expanded significantly. Looking forward, my government plans to expand dairy insurance to cover 2 lakh farmers, introduce targeted programs for marginalized groups, and induct 10,000 milch animals. These efforts aim to secure economic stability for farmers and meet Kerala's milk production needs sustainably. Cooperation. The United Nations General Assembly resolution for the second International Year of Cooperatives in 2025, aiming to promote cooperatives and their contribution to sustainable development goals. In alignment with this vision, Kerala's cooperative department achieved significant milestones in 24-25, including comprehensive amendments to the Kerala Cooperative Societies Act 1969 and its rules, inauguration of India's first language museum, the Aksharam Museum in Kottayam, celebrating the heritage of the Malayalam language. Looking ahead, the cooperative department plans to launch the Angadi Kerala app, a digital platform for direct trade within the cooperative sector. Additionally, the Vanita Federation of the apex body of women's cooperative societies will introduce a vocational training initiative to empower women under 45 with secondary level qualification, fostering employment opportunities and economic self-reliance. Fisheries and harbour engineering. My government continues to make remarkable strides in the fisheries sector, earning national recognition with the Best State Award for implementing PMMSY schemes and the Best Marine District Award for Kollam. My government has been prioritizing the creation of housing and social infrastructure for fishermen. Initiatives like Vidyathiram training program have empowered young students from fishermen's families, providing them with opportunities to pursue higher education and build better futures. Efforts to boost fish seed production and expand aquaculture have strengthened the state journey towards self-sufficiency, ensuring that our reservoirs, rivers, and farming practices contribute to both ecological balance and economic growth. Our focus on modernizing fisheries infrastructure has revitalized coastal communities. This may be a gift to me because I am a fish eater. So I thank the government. Looking ahead, my government is committed to integrating innovative technology and into aquaculture, making fish farming more accessible and profitable for small-scale fishers and households. Under the Harbour Engineering Department, new harbors and modern facilities will anchor this transformation. Supporting the livelihoods of coastal communities and promoting Kerala as a leader in sustainable fisheries management. Human development, health and family welfare. My government is consistently taking measures to improve infrastructure in governmental medical colleges as well as district and field hospitals. In order to provide efficient qualitative services for burn patients, Skin Bank in Government Medical College Thiruvananthapuram and Government Medical College Kottayam will be established. In order to provide dialysis services, there are 104 functional dialysis units under Directorate of Health Services. In all remaining 20 institutions above taluk headquarters in hospitals. Dialysis units will be established, and to provide cardiac care in decentralized way, cath labs are functional in 12 districts. The cath labs in Alappuzha and Idukki districts will be made functional this financial year. My government will work on slowing down the rising trends of NCDs and addressing the health challenges of aging. Department of Health is providing pain and palliative care to around 1.14 lakh bed bound people with involvement of panchayats, field level health functionaries and civil society. This year, the pain and palliative care services will be further strengthened by adding domiciliary service to bed-bound people, homebound people with morbidities, with and without comorbidities, free from cost to all irrespective of income status, involving civil society and volunteers through the local self-government throughout the state. Another focus area is to enhance health system resilience. To emerge public health threats, impacts of climate change by augmenting One Health platform and building partnership with all stakeholders. Under One Health program, pandemic preparedness plans will in all panchayats shall be developed. My government has taken a unique initiative to tackle the silent epidemic of antimicrobial resistance. In order to do supply side, demand side interventions, an innovative program will be taken up for accreditation of hospitals based on specific compliance criteria as antibiotic smart hospitals, and panchayats will get accredited as antibiotic smart panchayats. The department will strive to make Kerala antibiotic literate state in this year. My government has developed AI/ML based products such as diabetic retinopathy, immunochain, blood bag traceability in collaboration with K-Disc, now taking efforts to take further such initiatives in digital health space. The department will establish a state-of-art data analytic unit. Ayush. My government has taken initiative of doing standardization as per National Accreditation Board for Hospital and Health Services (NABH) guidelines for accreditation of Ayush hospitals. 150 institutions have been accreditation completed, and other 350 institutions accreditation process will be completed. Along with standardization, my government has also planned to do benchmarking of service delivery and ensure qualitative service delivery. As per the strategy of converging strengths of all systems of medicines, Ayurvedic palliative care program developed and implemented in 1280 institutions. Similarly, more than 10,000 yoga clubs were started in all panchayats as a part of integrated approach to take preventive measures regarding lifestyle diseases and to promote healthy way of life. In order to build capacity of Ayush functionaries, my government will establish National Institute of Training in Ayush for health functionaries of the state and also from other states. My government has embarked on an ambitious project to develop International Ayurveda Research Institute at Kannur. The first phase of development of 100-bedded hospital and development of manuscript center will be completed in the year, and all efforts are taken to establish it as one of the premier research institutes in the country by collaborating with various institutions to do integrative and translation research. Food and civil supplies. My government's public distribution system PDS is recognized as one of the best in India, known for its efficiency and people-centric initiatives, and ensuring food security to all citizens through the modernized supply chain management. My government plans to increase the entitlement of food grains of non-priority subsidy NPS and non-priority non-subsidy NPNS card holders. At present, 1,662 case stores are functioning in the state, and numbers will be increased to 2,500, and the range of products and services available will be expanded. Consumer affairs. In order to protect the interest of consumers and to prevent exploitation and undesirable trade practices, my government has constituted a mechanism to monitor and regulate the activities of direct selling companies in the state. In order to make the consumer disputes redressal mechanism more effective, my government aims to digitize the consumer disputes redressal commissions. The entire procedure from filing of complaints to hearing will be made online, and judgments will be provided through electronic medium. General education. My government committed to fostering forward-looking and inclusive education system has undertaken a historic initiative to reform the school education curriculum through the Kerala Curriculum Framework 2023 in a collaborative process involving extensive public consultations and incorporating inputs from diverse stakeholders, including teachers, parents, administrators, policymakers, and for the first time, school students. This landmark effort marks the first comprehensive curriculum reform in 16 years and aligns with evolving demands of science, technology, and information and communication technology. In alignment with Kerala Curriculum Framework 2023, the State Council of Educational Research and Training has commenced the phased development of new textbooks. In the first phase, textbooks for classes 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, along with teachers' text and pioneering parents' text, were introduced during 24-25 academic year to support holistic curriculum delivery. The second phase, covering the pre-primary classes 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, is progressing and will be implemented in the 25-26 academic year. Simultaneously, the revision of textbooks for higher secondary classes is underway. My government is committed to holistic inclusive education with near 100% enrollment, retention and comprehensive plan to enhance quality through improved academic practices, revamped assessment and targeted support for marginalized communities and students with disabilities, building on global standard infrastructure achievements. My government recognizes the transformative role of technology in education and is strengthening digital initiatives, including an e-content portal for support learning. Administrative reforms and research projects are enhancing curriculum effectiveness, while in-service teacher training programs are aligned with new curriculum, equip educators for emerging challenges. These interventions reaffirm my government's commitment to fostering an education system that inspires excellence, inclusivity, and innovation, ensuring every child in Kerala is empowered to thrive in a rapidly evolving world. Higher education. During the current year, significant advancements have been achieved in the higher education sector, driven by the recommendations of the Higher Education Reforms Commission. The curriculum and the 4-year undergraduate program have been successfully implemented, ensuring a robust foundation for academic excellence. Additionally, a unified academic calendar has been established, streamlining the process of examination, evaluation, and result declaration. Under the PM Usha scheme, Kerala has achieved a milestone with significant grants to our selected universities and colleges to enhance the state's higher education infrastructure. My government has introduced KREAP, an advanced enterprise resource planning software, to enhance governance and administrative efficiencies in the universities. Significant progress in higher education is evident, with most state universities achieving high NAC grades. 4 public universities got to the top 100 NIRF ranking 2024. 16 colleges in the first 100, 42 colleges in the first 200, and NBA accreditation was obtained for all government engineering colleges. My government is committed to enhancing the gross enrollment ratio and the quality of teaching and learning in higher education through academic and infrastructure development, research, and student mentoring. Training programs are prioritized to build a dynamic education ecosystem. To further these goals, 7 centers of excellence are being established to augment teaching, learning, training, innovations, and research. To position Kerala as a global hub of higher education, the Study in Kerala project will be launched in 25-26 academic year, attracting international students. Complementing this initiative, centers for skill development courses and career planning will be introduced in all higher education institutions, aligning with the 4-year undergraduate program. Social justice. My government remains unwavering in its commitment to ensure the welfare, safety, and empowerment of senior citizens, persons with disabilities, and the transgender community through holistic and inclusive programs. The operationalization of a new old age home in Alapuzha has strengthened the state's network of 16 facilities dedicated to the dignity and care of the elderly. To institutionalize policy guidance for senior citizens, the Kerala State Vayo Yojana Commission is in its final stages of establishment. Significant strides have been made in rehabilitation and empowerment. The Sahajivanam Snehagramam project provides crucial support to endosulfan victims, while the Pratibha and Ananya schemes foster the holistic development of the transgender community. The Women's Transit Home has been inaugurated, offering a safe haven for women in need. For persons with disabilities, my government has prioritized empowerment through the Kerala State Handicapped Persons Welfare Corporation and the National Institute of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation. The corporation continues to provide life-changing aids, motorized scooters, and subsidized loans, while the institute has expanded its specialized rehabilitation services, including a 250-bedded spinal cord injury unit under the RIDF scheme. The National Institute of Speech and Hearing, recognized globally, has advanced assistive technology initiatives, hosting the landmark Empower International Conference in 2024. Looking forward, my government will launch the Anuyatra initiative to enhance the well-being of persons with disabilities in collaboration with local self-government institutions. A cognitive communication training and research lab will focus on early detection of cognitive decline, while Artability, India's first digital platform for artworks by individuals with disabilities, will foster creativity and financial independence. Backward classes development. My government remains steadfast in its mission to uplift backward communities through innovative welfare schemes that promote social, economic, and educational progress. In the current year, educational scholarships and grants benefited more than 1 lakh students, while the overseas scholarship scheme supported many OBC students pursuing studies abroad. A new subsidy scheme for OBC widows was also introduced. Looking ahead, my government will launch skill development programs for unemployed OBC youth, support schemes for converted Christian and recommended communities, and funding for traditional product exhibitions. Cluster development centers will modernize traditional occupational groups, enhancing their skills and productivity. SC development. Under SC development department, the implementation of e-office system across block level offices and ongoing home survey aims to ensure that development opportunities and essential infrastructure reach every scheduled caste family. To enhance employability, significant strides have been made in internship and placement training, with further expansion in skill development programs planned. The establishment of a central sponsored scheme cell will maximize the benefits of central schemes by engaging scheduled caste youth as interns. Moreover, the transformation of all departmental offices into ISO certified green offices underscores a commitment to sustainability and operational excellence. ST development. For Kerala's tribal communities, comprehensive development initiatives span in education, healthcare, housing, and economic empowerment. Key achievements include the establishment of 31 model preschools, 22 model residential schools, and 130 hostels, alongside programs like Vidya Vahini Scholarship and skill development initiatives such as Wings and Kerala Tribal Plus, fostering education and employment opportunities. In healthcare, the comprehensive tribal health care program addresses critical needs through PHCs, mobile clinics, and maternal health initiatives like Janani Janma Raksha. Economic empowerment is supported through housing under Safe and Life Mission, cultural hubs, and platforms promoting tribal arts. Women and Child Development. The Women and Child Development Department, through the Our Responsibility to Children initiative, in collaboration with local self-government, is strengthening programs for the early detection of disabilities and vulnerabilities among children. I am happy to note the efforts to combat substance abuse and cyber abuse alongside the comprehensive policy for children in street situations. My government is formulating a targeted action plan for women, particularly those past the age of 40, addresses their biological, psychological, and sociological well-being during the premenopausal stage. Measures will also be implemented to make workplace more conducive and women-friendly with the goal of enhancing their workforce participation. Minority affairs. My government remains committed to uplifting minority communities through targeted welfare programs and holistic development initiatives. The housing scheme for minority widows, divorcees, and abandoned women has provided essential support with significant progress in home renovations. Educational empowerment continues to be a priority through initiatives such as career guidance camps for students across the state and premarital counseling programs designed to address social challenges and strengthen family structures. Looking ahead, my government will introduce initiative programs including financial support for rural minority students pursuing higher education, assistance for orphanage residents in advanced studies, and fellowship schemes to encourage minority scholars in pursuing electoral research. And the Kerala State Minorities Development Finance Corporation continues to empower beneficiaries through diverse financial schemes such as self-employment, education loans, alongside new plans for regional expansion and job-oriented training programs. The Kerala Hajj Committee successfully sent a record number of pilgrims to last year's Hajj and took initiatives to reduce their airfare for the pilgrims. Housing. My government is committed to addressing the housing needs of vulnerable marginalized groups. The Awas rental housing scheme at Thrissur Medical College and Thantediyam Dam project provide support for underserved, while the Swapnakud project in Kollam and the EWS LIG housing project in Kannur cater to economically weaker sections. Infrastructure grades such as the residential complexes in Kozhikode, Thirakkara, and Ernakulam enhance affordable living options. The Grahashri scheme, envisioning 2,000 homes for marginalized families, underscore the emphasis on inclusivity. In 2025, the government will introduce measures including the loan-linked subsidy scheme for middle-income families, the senior citizens housing project, and rehabilitation programs like the MN Suvarna Bhavanam and Navayuga renovation schemes, revitalizing Laksham Vidu houses. Sainik welfare. My government remains committed to enhancing the welfare of ex-servicemen and their families through progressive measures. I am happy to note that an empowerment initiative of forming self-help groups for wives, widows, and dependents of ex-servicemen is being planned by the Department of Sainik Welfare. The Kerala State Ex-Servicemen Development and Rehabilitation Corporation continues to lead impactful projects such as uniform and garment manufacturing units, employing women and installing solar power systems, leveraging the expertise of ex-servicemen. Local governance. Kerala's local self-government institutions continue to exemplify the principles of grassroots democracy and decentralized governance. My government has prioritized aligning the developmental goals of LSGIs with the broader objectives of the Nava Kerala mission through the Nammode Keralam multi-sector development program. By adopting whole of government approach, this program facilitates the seamless convergence of departmental schemes. My government has taken bold initiatives to address long-pending grievances of the public. As a part of this, local government adalats were conducted across all districts of the state. These adalats successfully resolved to a substantial number of cases and facilitated the review of key policy decisions, resulting in amendments to existing statutes and ushering a significant governance reforms. The urban policy constituted to address the rapid urbanization of Kerala has submitted its interim report. Acting swiftly on actionable recommendations, my government is focused on enhancing professionalism in urban governance and improving service delivery. Plans to establish metropolitan planning committees in Kochi, Thiruvananthapuram, and Kozhikode aim to transform these cities into engines of economic growth. Additionally, urban local bodies are undergoing credit rating exercises to ensure fiscal health and attract investments for large-scale infrastructure projects. Kutumbashree, the world's largest women-led community development initiative, continues to be a cornerstone of Kerala's social empowerment agenda. The K-Lift, that is Kutumbashree Livelihood Initiative for Transformation, campaign has provided over 1.75 lakhs livelihood opportunities, particularly for rural women. In 25-26, Kutumbashree skill development programs will focus mainly on emerging sectors like IT, artificial intelligence, and green energy. Auxiliary groups will be expanded to higher education institutions with the aim to equip young women also with necessary skills to avail opportunities. Kerala continues to lead a nation in implementing the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme with complete social audit coverage across all panchayats. Significant progress has been made in creating labor opportunities, surpassing targets, emphasizing areas such as natural resource management, disaster mitigation, and rural infrastructure. Looking ahead, the Ayankali Urban Employment Guarantee Scheme aims to create substantial employment opportunities in urban areas, further strengthening Kerala's commitment to inclusive economic development. My government's focus on digital transformation in governance has led to the implementation of K-Smart platform, operational across urban local bodies since January 24. Rural local bodies will transition to this platform by April 25, ensuring efficiency and uniformity in service delivery. The GIS-enabled ward delimitation process, the first of its kind in India, exemplifies Kerala's commitment to leveraging technology for enhanced governance. Kerala has made remarkable progress in waste management through initiatives like Malinya Mukta Nava Keralam campaign, with 88% of households availing doorstep waste collection, and Harita Karma Sena providing sustainable livelihoods. The campaign reflects a model for community-driven waste management. Plans for 25-26 include the establishment of sludge and sewage treatment plants in designated clusters to address liquid waste management comprehensively. Recognized with Panchayat Kshamata Nirman Sarvottama Sansthan Puraskar, KILA has been instrumental in advancing research, training, and data-driven decision-making for LSGIs. The introduction of tools like disaster risk reduction and climate action tracker and the establishment of an international center for climate innovation showcase Kerala's proactive approach to governance and resilience. The State, Town and Country Planning Committee constituted in 2024 has laid groundwork for comprehensive 20-year spatial perspective plan. This framework will address urban-rural growth, resource management, and climate resilience, ensuring Kerala is well prepared to meet future challenges. The increasing share of elderly population in Kerala has necessitated innovative care solutions. Kutumbashree's K-Care project has successfully trained caregivers to provide quality palliative care for the elderly. For 25-26, my government aims to expand home care units, integrate telemedicine facilities, and create comprehensive registration system for palliative care providers. Industries. I am happy to note that Kerala's public sector undertakings have demonstrated significant progress. The launch of e-commerce portal K-Shopee and pioneering ventures like India's first supercapacitor manufacturing facility by Keltron highlight this advancement. Collaborations in aerospace and defense have further bolstered industrial growth. Traditional industries such as foam matting industry and Kerala Coil corporations are thriving with efforts to modernize PSUs through ERP system and organizational mergers aimed at reducing cost and enhancing efficiency. The Invest Kerala Global Summit 2025, to be held on February 21-22 in Kochi, will showcase Kerala's vision for sustainable and inclusive growth under theme Responsible Investment, Responsible Industry. Bringing together global leaders, investors, and policymakers, the summit highlights Kerala's investor-friendly ecosystem and focuses on responsible long-term growth. Preparations led by the Kerala State Industrial Development Corporation include sectorial discussions in areas like AI, life sciences, food technology, and renewable energy, alongside roadshows in major cities and international hubs. Partnering with 9 countries, the event seeks to foster global collaboration and attract high-value investments. Kerala's emphasis on sustainability and innovation position the state as leading destination for enterprises. Kerala has the top achiever status in ease of doing business. The Invest Kerala Global Summit 2025 marks a transformative steps in Kerala's industrial journey, reaffirming my government's commitment to inclusive and progressive development. The Kerala Cashew Board has safeguarded livelihoods by importing raw cashew nuts, with plans to expand imports further. The Kerala State Cashew Development Corporation focuses on factory modernization, mechanization, and value-added products, ensuring consistent employment for its predominantly women workforce. My government continues to support the modernization of the coir sector, fostering export, growth and mechanization. The Year of Enterprises initiative has remarkable success, fostering thousands of enterprises and creating substantial employment opportunities. The Mission 1000 program seeks to elevate MSMEs into high revenue businesses, while schemes like MSMEs Insurance Scheme and Samrabhak Sabha for Samrambhaka Sabha forums nurture entrepreneurship. The Department of Mining and Geology advances sustainable practices through drone-based surveys and mineral exploration with future plans for auctioning key resources. Kerala Bureau of Industrial Promotion continues to implement impactful schemes, including the Pradhan Mantri formalization of micro food processing enterprises and National Bamboo Mission, establishing incubation centers and hosting events like the Kerala Bamboo Fest. Industrial cluster development is underway, with major projects planned for sectors such as steel furniture, Kinfra's industrial parks attract private investments, generating substantial employment. The Khadi Board's innovative promotions and the Kerala State Agency for the expansion of cashew cultivation's use of GIS technology further advances industrial modernization. My government's vision for 2025-26 emphasizes innovation, substantiality, and inclusive economic growth. With strides in traditional industries, MSMEs support and technological integration, Kerala is poised for significant economic and social development. Labor and skills. My government has taken significant steps in the labor and skills sector to enhance worker welfare and employment opportunities. The Labor Department launched the Athithi app, facilitating easy registration for guest workers with 2.7 lakh workers registered statewide. The Sahaja call center system was implemented to address workplace issues faced by women, ensuring timely redressal. My government will launch the Karmachari project, providing students with the part-time job opportunities to support their educational expenses. To strengthen Kerala's skill development ecosystem and district level training service provider summits for being organized, culminating in the creation of a comprehensive state skill development plan. In a landmark initiative, my government has partnered with Dustrich Brand AG to train and to employ job-seeking technical candidates from Kerala in German railways. Collaborations with agencies in Germany will also provide free vocational training and placement opportunities in Kerala's youth. The National Employment Service will modernize employment exchange in Kozhikode and Thrissur and launch dedicated private job portal to expand employment opportunities. Norca. During last year, my government implemented the initiatives through Norca department to support non-resident Malayalis and returnees, namely reintegration assistance under the Norca department project for returned emigrants NDPREM scheme and the Santhavana scheme for extending support to Pravasi returnees in distress. To further support returnees, the Norca assisted and mobilized employment initiative to create up to 100 days of employment for registered expatriates. Leveraging non-resident cooperatives and private businesses. In addition, Norca Subhartha provides skill development loans to support migration-related expenses. My government also plans to launch Norca Care, a health insurance scheme for NRKs and their families within and outside India. Electronics and IT department. My government has undertaken significant initiatives to position Kerala as a leader in digital transformation and innovation. The Loka Keralam online platform for global NRKs and the Center for Digital Transformation in Culture under Digital University, Kerala, aim to preserve Kerala's cultural heritage while fostering research and artistic growth. In collaboration with the Indian Army, the Digital University has also developed a state-of-the-art landmine detection system integrating AI, drones, and radar for enhanced national security. The Kerala Space Park is advancing projects in aerospace control, navigation, and manufacturing to establish Kerala as a global aerospace hub. An industrial land pooling model for InfoPark Phase 3 is set to generate 1 lakh jobs and attract rupees 12,000 crores in investments. To combat cyber threats against e-governance systems, a centralized security operations center will be established and a cloud facility for AI ML applications in e-governance will be set up under the India AI initiative. Initiatives like Graphene Pilot Plant in Palakkad, the Emerging Technology Hub in Thiruvananthapuram, and the upcoming Digital Public Infrastructure Incubator aim to drive innovation, attract investments, and bolster Kerala's knowledge economy KFON. The government's flagship program has already reached 75,000 subscribers and is set to add 1 lakh connections every 6 months. Kerala's IT parks continue to thrive as hubs of innovation, hosting a significant number of companies, creating substantial employment opportunities, and driving impression growth in IT exports. My government is committed to expanding IT infrastructure and fostering inclusive digital growth by creating new job opportunities and developing additional IT spaces. The forthcoming IT policy will prioritize building an inclusive ecosystem leveraging digital technologies for economic and social progress in alignment with substantiable development goals. Science and technology. The establishment of centers of excellences in microbiome and nutraceuticals and progress of science parks highlight Kerala's commitment to fostering scientific growth. In 25-26, my government will prioritize elevating the Kerala School of Mathematics and the Institute of Climate Change Studies to centers of excellence. The Institute of Advanced Virology is setting up a BSL 3 laboratory for research on highly pathogenic viruses and small animal experimental facility. Public Works Department. My government's focused efforts to establish Kerala as a hub of infrastructure development are driving transformative progress across the state. The rapid development of National Highway 66 and the near completion of Hill Highways works are significant milestones. Under the ambitious barrier-free road network level cross-free Kerala initiative, ongoing railway overbridge are set for completion this year, positioning Kerala to achieve a record number of such projects within this government's tenure. Of all the roads under the Public Works Department, nearly 60% have been upgraded to BM and BC standards, ensuring high-quality infrastructure. The pothole-free Kerala project, running contracts for road maintenance have significantly improved road conditions across the state. My government has surpassed its commitment to construct 100 bridges, many of which have been beautified to serve as tourist attractions, showcasing the blend of functionality and aesthetic value. Climate resilient construction methods are being prioritized, with financial commitments made for landmark projects such as Thiruvananthapuram Outer Ring Road and the Kollam Chenkotta Greenfield Road. Power. My government has set an ambitious vision for Kerala to achieve 100% renewable energy status by 2040, driving transformative progress in the state's energy sector. Policies such as the floating solar energy policy, green hydrogen policy, pumped hydrogen power policy are under active consideration and will soon be unveiled. By harnessing reservoirs and water bodies, floating solar projects aim to generate 6,000 megawatts, while solar-based pumped hydro projects utilizing existing reservoirs without additional land acquisition are projected to add 8,000 megawatts. Kerala's renewable energy, green hydrogen sectors are attracting significant global investments, reaffirming the state's potential as a leader in green energy innovation. To bolster this momentum, my government will host the Global Green Hydrogen and Renewable Energy Summit in Kochi in March 25, positioning Kerala as India's green energy capital and premier hub for green energy exports. My government intends to set up multi-purpose dams tapping the central funds to meet the targets of flood controls, electricity generation, drinking water and irrigation, especially needed for crash crop. Tourism. Kerala tourism continues to witness unprecedented growth in the post-COVID era, gaining both national and international recognition. My government remains committed to positioning Kerala as a premier global destination by operationalizing the heli-tourism policy approved in 2024, creating new avenues for aerial tourism. Additionally, a cruise tourism policy will be introduced in essential Kerala as a key player in the cruise sector. In alignment the sustainable development goals, my government will intensify efforts to promote responsible tourism practices across the state. The climate resilient elements of the design policy adopted in 24 will be integrated wherever feasible, ensuring that tourism development aligns with the environmental preservations. Carrying capacity studies will be extended to more destinations to promote eco-friendly and sustainable tourism practices that protect Kerala's natural beauty. Under the Malinya Mukta Keralam initiative, my government will prioritize waste management and cleanliness at tourist destinations in collaboration with local self-governments. NGOs and tourism clubs, the establishment of destination clubs will foster public awareness and deeper engagements with Kerala's cultural and natural attractions. To enhance visitors' experiences, my government will focus on developing tourism infrastructure and launching mega entertainment projects through public-private partnerships. Leveraging technology, innovative tourism products will be introduced, making Kerala a model for sustainable and tech-driven tourism that balances growth with environmental stewardship. Transport. My government is committed to transforming KSRTC into a model-efficient and passenger-centric public transport. New initiatives like premium AC buses, equipped with modern amenities have elevated the travel experience, while upgrades in infrastructure and streamlined operations ensure reliability and efficiency. Employees' welfare is prioritized with measures initiated to clear all outstanding dues. Innovative strategies have enhanced profitability and operational efficiency, including optimizing routes and introducing passenger-centric facilities like AC waiting areas and luxury services. Plans for the future aim to integrate technology further, expand the fleet, and promote tourism through innovative projects. The Motor Vehicles Department continues to lead in modernizing transportation management, programs addressing local challenges, and advancing digital solutions like the Digital Driving License and Safe Kerala project reflect a commitment to safety and accessibility. Future plans include expanding e-mobility infrastructure and implementing advanced systems for vehicle testing management. My government proudly advances eco-friendly water transport, introducing India's first solar cruise and innovative vessels for budget tourism. By transitioning the fleet towards solar power and developing inland tourism, we reaffirm our dedication to sustainability and economic growth in coastal regions. Kerala Road Safety Authority has made strides in promoting road safety through modernized driving schools, targeted safety projects and infrastructure improvements, ongoing awareness programs, and a commitment to rectifying high-risk areas underline the importance of ensuring safe roads for all. Water resources. Recognizing the importance of water as a vital resource, my government will bring in a state water policy for integrated water resources management with the holistic approach of linking social and economic development. Recognizing the uneven availability of water during different seasons, suitable programs under the policy will be implemented to make all local bodies self-reliant in water augmentation and conservation. Supply of water for economic activities across the state with a high priority focus on recycling and reuse will be ensured. My government will initiate programs through river basin management for ensuring water for people, water for food, water for nature, water for industries and other uses. My government will implement a program of renewable energy generation through solarization of canals by rooftop measures in the assets owned by the department to the level of 1000 megawatt on PPP basis, which will also aid to the state's power requirement. Dam sites and reservations in the department will put to use for promoting irrigation tourism with environment-friendly facilities on PPP model. My government will undertake dam safety measures, restoration of rejuvenation of canal network to ensure the safety and security of the water supply. Kerala Water Authority will take steps to address billing issues and curb water wastage, ensuring cost-effective water management. The consistent stand of my government, water to Tamil Nadu and safety to Kerala, is our guiding principle. All efforts will be taken for building a consensus for a new dam Mullaperiyar. My government has signed Memorandum of Understanding with WAPCO for COS for preparing detailed project report for Minachil River Regeneration Project, which will ensure water for catering to the needs of agriculture, drinking water, irrigation throughout the year. My government is committed to take all steps for successful implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission. so that all rural households get treated potable water in sufficient quantity. All resources required in this regard would be harnessed in the most efficient manner possible. Coastal shipping and inland navigation. My government is committed to revitalizing inland water transport as a sustainable, cost-effective mode of transportation. The West Coast Canal, stretching from Kovalam to Bekkal, is being developed to national waterways standards, with a Kollam section set to become operational this year. New canal stretches in Kannur and Kasargod are also being developed to enhance connectivity. Recognizing the potential of waterways to erase road and rail traffic, my government is planning to develop terminals, cargo handling facilities, and water housing infrastructure at key locations along the canal. These efforts will reduce transportation costs, create employment opportunities, and boost the tourism sector. Private sector collaborations will be pursued for fairway development, terminal operations, and vessel management. The Kerala State Inland Navigation Corporation has achieved consistent profitability while expanding its fleet, including the addition of a port of loading barge for bunkering operations. Building on the success of the corporation is set to construct a passenger cruise vessel with significant capacity and a cargo barge to enhance the state's inland navigation capabilities, reflecting a strong commitment to developing its waterways. Ports. My government is steadfast in its vision to transform Kerala into a hub of maritime excellence. The Kerala Maritime Board is advancing coastal shipping and non-major port operations through innovative public-private partnership models in Vizhinjam, Kollam, Baipur, and Ahikal ports. Progressive measures to register and survey mechanized and inland vessels, prioritize safety and security for crew, passengers, and tourists, enhancing the state's maritime infrastructure. Vizhinjam International Multipurpose Seaport, a landmark achievement for Kerala, began commercial operations on 3rd December 2024, becoming India's first deep-water international container transshipment terminal. By reducing logistic costs and increasing India's export competitiveness, Vizhinjam is emerging as a pivotal global trade hub. My government is committed to leveraging Vizhinjam's thriving commercial ecosystem to drive industrial production, stimulate economic growth, and to mark Kerala's presence in the global maritime sector. Natural resources, forest, and wildlife. My government is approaching the environmental and climate change related challenges through a multi-pronged approach. The implementation of the Coastal Zone Management Plan under 2019 CRZ notification ensures a balance between conservation and development. Measures such as streamlined building approvals for coastal areas and clarified mangrove buffer zones demonstrate our focus on simplifying governance and protecting livelihoods. Programs like Ujjwal, Paristhiti Poshini, and Vidya Poshini are nurturing future environmental scientists, while the release of Kerala's greenhouse gas inventory report strengthens emission tracking. Looking ahead, my government will modernize coastal management through digital tools and expand climate awareness initiatives in collaboration with UNICEF. Infrastructure projects like Paristhiti Bhavan will enhance the operational capacity of environmental institutions, while dedicated climate knowledge resources platform will empower stakeholders with actionable data, wetland regeneration, youth engagement, and recognition of exemplary contributions through awards like Paristhiti Mitram, with future strengthening Kerala's leadership in environmental stewardship. My government had announced the eco restoration policy in the year 2021. For the first time in the country, the furtherance of the year 2024 itself, 1,365 hectares of monoculture plantations were restored with native species. The remaining area would be restored in a phased manner. In order to mitigate human-wildlife conflict, 9 more rapid response teams have been constituted last year, making the total number of RRTs to 28. With a special drive, around 500 kilometers of solar fence have been repaired, apart from establishing additional 138 kilometers of solar fences, 59 kilometers of hanging solar fences. With concerted efforts, human casualties due to conflict with wild animals have started coming down. A state policy to mitigate human-wildlife conflict is being prepared and will be implemented in the coming year as a permanent solution. These measures include enrichment of wildlife habitats, landscape level planning, and leveraging, etc. Disaster management. Kerala's unique geography makes it highly vulnerable to natural disasters such as floods, landslides, and human-animal conflicts. My government has adopted a proactive disaster management approach, focusing on preparedness, mitigation, and resilience building. The state disaster management plan will undergo comprehensive update along with district and local government plans. Emergency response teams will be revamped, and tribal helmets will see the integration of indigenous knowledge with scientific protocols to strengthen tribal disaster management plans. The Kavacham early warning system will enhance disaster forecasting, while participatory weather monitoring systems are being expanded. Rising temperatures necessitate local self-government head action plans by 25-26 alongside nature-based solutions to mitigate coastal erosion and stabilize river banks. Schools and hospitals will finalize their disaster management plans to ensure preparedness across sectors. Disaster awareness campaign, which have been undertaken in partnership with Kutumbashri, will lead to empowerment of local communities, equipping them to meet disaster-related challenges. The Tsunami Ready programs across the 9 coastal districts and child-friendly spaces in cyclone shelters will bolster local resilience. In response to Mepadi landslide, my government is constructing modern resilient township in Wayanad, incorporating homes, livelihoods, and public amenities under Build Back Better framework. Initiatives like Kanichar Panchayat Living Lab resilience centers reflect my government's dual focus on mitigation and adaptation. Through inclusive planning, innovative policies, and advanced technologies, Kerala is steadily advancing towards a resilient future capable of tackling climate-driven challenges. Finance. My government has made notable strides in enhancing the state-owned tax revenue receipts, reflecting a commitment to fiscal self-reliance and efficient resource mobilization. In financial year 2020-2021, the state's own tax revenue receipts stood at rupees 47,661 crores, and through sustained efforts to improve tax compliance, expand the revenue base, and implement robust fiscal reforms, this figure has grown significantly to rupees 77,038 crores in financial year 2023-2024. This substantial increase underscores my government's dedication to strengthening Kerala's financial foundation, enabling greater investments in development and welfare initiatives for the people. My government is steadily progressing on the path of fiscal consolidation in the post-COVID period, with the fiscal deficit as a percentage of GSDP consistently within the targets set by the Kerala Fiscal Responsibility Act 2003. The state eliminated its primary revenue deficit in 2019-20 and debt to GSDP ratio, which peaked during the pandemic, has since declined significantly, improving from 38.47% in 2021 to 34.2% in 23-24, better than the medium-term fiscal policy target. My government emphasizes maintaining fiscal deficit targets while ensuring adequate capital expenditure, aligning with the national fiscal priorities and reducing interest payments as debt levels decline. Kerala's share in the central divisible pool, has steadily declined from 3.875% during the 10th Finance Commission to 1.925% under the 15th Finance Commission. The cessation of GST compensation and revenue deficit grants, coupled with restrictive conditions on centrally sponsored schemes and new borrowing constraints, have posed significant fiscal challenges for my government. Yet, despite these hurdles, my government has remained steadfast in fulfilling the promises made to the people of Kerala. During the visit of 16th Finance Commission to Kerala, my government demonstrated unparalleled commitment to and through thorough preparation, leaving no stone unturned to present the state's case effectively. The Commission's chairman described the efforts as incredibly impressive, a testament to the dedication and meticulous planning of my government. This acknowledgement reflects Kerala's proactive approach to governance and its resolve to secure the best outcome for the state and its people. My government has contributed significantly to the National Highway Widening Project by covering a substantial portion of land acquisition cost. This expenditure should be recognized as additional capital investment for national highways. Including it with the state's borrowing limits could deter Kerala from supporting large-scale infrastructure projects, counteracting the union government's emphasis on promoting state capital expenditure. Allowing Kerala to borrow rupees 6,000 crore unconditionally this financial year would bolster infrastructure development while aligning with national policy objective. My government has submitted the above request to the union government and remains optimistic that it will receive favorable considerations. The Vizhinjam International Multipurpose Seaport, now operational, is set to transform India's logistics sector with plans to capacity expansion and potential to serve as gateway for trade and industry. My government has sought rupees 5,000 crore in special assistance to harness the port's full potential and has called for reconsideration of the viability gap funding repayment terms, which impose an unsustainable financial burden. Converting the viability gap funding into a special grant would ensure fiscal stability and maximize the port's development benefits. My government remains committed to safeguarding the welfare of vulnerable sections through ununified social security pension schemes. ensuring timely financial assistance to those in need. To enhance transparency, yearly biometric mustering has been implemented, ensuring that support reaches only eligible beneficiaries. In healthcare system, the MEDSEP Health Insurance Scheme provides comprehensive coverage to government employees, pensioners, and their families, ensuring access to essential medical services through a wide network of hospitals and treatment packages. This initiative continues to strengthen Kerala's healthcare system by offering equitable, inclusive healthcare support. To stabilize the livelihoods of rubber farmers, my government continues to implement the Rubber Production Incentive Scheme, providing direct financial assistance and safeguarding farmers from price fluctuations, ensuring stability in its critical sector. The Kerala State Audit Department has advanced accountability measures by upgrading to AIMS 2.0, integrating AI and real-time dashboards to enhance auditing process. My government is transforming the department's training center into a national center for excellence, promoting best practices in the public financial management. The Treasury Department continues its modernization drive by adopting real-time monitoring systems, cyber threat detection, and solar-powered UPS system to ensure secure, efficient, and service delivery. Plans are underway to upgrade communication networks and construct new treasury buildings to improve accessibility and infrastructure. The Kerala Financial Corporation remains a key institution in promoting entrepreneurship and economic empowerment. Through its startup Kerala scheme, Kerala Financial Corporation offers loans without collateral and extends concessional loans to small business and agro industries, fostering growth and self-reliance across sectors. My government takes pride in the achievements of KIIFB, which spearheaded transformation infrastructure projects like the Coastal Highway, Hill Highway, and West Coast Canal, enhancing connectivity and economic growth across the state. KIIFB's continuous investment reflect my government's vision for building a resilient, future-ready Kerala. The Kerala State Financial Enterprises continues to drive financial stability and growth through innovative schemes like online gold loans, investment plans for senior citizens, and digital chitti collections. Kerala State Financial Enterprises focuses on technology-driven solutions and expanding services for resident Keralites ensures it remains a financial lifeline for the people of Kerala. Taxes. Following the restructuring of GST department in 2023, my government has positioned Kerala as a leader in tax evasion detection and revenue collection through impactful intelligence and enforcement actions in critical sectors such as gold and scrap trading. Nationally recognized for its proactive measures, Kerala has achieved the top rank in GST registrations. The introduction of biometric authentication for GST registration has further enhanced the authenticity and the transparency. In the domain of integrated GST, my government has spearheaded reforms to enhance revenue from e-commerce operations, increase transparency in settlement procedures, and clarify place of supply rules for goods and services. The state has also advocated for the implementation of B2C e-invoicing and has expressed its willingness to be the first state to adopt its initiative. The Amnesty Scheme 2024, introduced in the last budget, has provided substantial relief to hundreds of traders, particularly small-scale traders. The registration department is transforming its services through digital initiatives like e-stamping, biometric identification, Aadhaar authenticated transactions, system-generated certificates, digital endorsements, and cashless sub-registrar offices to enhance accessibility and the efficiency. To regulate cheat funds, the department, in collaboration with KDISC, is implementing digital workflow system. The digital document execution platform for financial contracts is operational and will soon extend to non-compulsory registrable instruments. Lottery. The 2024 amendment to the Kerala paper lottery regulation rules has modernized the lottery system by addressing social media tickets, prohibiting unethical practices, and ensuring inclusive access for differently abled individuals, women, and small agents. My government is revising the prize structure to increase public rewards and enhance transparency, ensuring the lottery sector remains trustworthy and sustainable revenue source for the state. Excise. Through the Vimukti mission, my government remains steadfast in its commitment to combating drug abuse by conducting anti-drug awareness programs in schools, colleges, tribal and coastal communities. De-addiction centers across the state provide essential treatment and counseling services, ensuring a holistic approach to recovery. Initiatives like Balyam Amulyam and Unarvu focus on equipping children with life skills and promoting positive alternative to addiction. My government supports the toddy industry through transparency initiatives such as e-toddy system and advanced monitoring tools, balancing the fight against addiction with sustainable growth in traditional industries. Law Department. My government prioritized enhancing legal literacy and capacity building through several key initiatives. The WAGMI 2024 competition held as part of the statewide Constitutional Day celebration successfully promoted constitutional awareness among the college students. The Socio-Legal Awareness Program, Matoli, focused on empowering women and students with legal literacy to prevent crime and foster informed families. Institute of Management in Government has studied systematic challenges and best practices while developing competency frameworks and job charts for key departments. Institute of Management in Government will establish a resource center for disability to support visually challenged officials and a gender studies center to promote capacity building and research. Custom training in digital technologies, including artificial intelligence, will enhance efficiency, while upgraded facilities will support executive development programs aligned with Kerala's developmental goals. My government envisions land for all, record of right for all lands and all services smart. The Pattayam mission aims to allocate land and issue pattas to all eligible landless families. In 3 years, 1,80,887 pattas have been distributed with a target of 1,20,000 more by the end of this term. My government has introduced fully digitized land records and online portal for citizens worldwide to access land status securely. Recent features include the Kerala Building Tax Appeal module and the electronic mortgage recorder. 23 types of certificates are being issued online from the Revenue Department. The number of certificates issued in this way is close to 10 crores. The Revenue Department has already fully switched over to the e-file system. To enhance service delivery, 513 smart villages have been completed. With 184 more in progress, the 222 targeted for financial year 25-26. The digital resurvey mission has surveyed over 5,52,000 hectares and 41 lakhs land parcels with Ujaruvalar village in Kasargod, publishing the first digitally surveyed records. The Anti-Bhumi integrated portal integrates services from the revenue, survey and registration departments, offering seamless access to land-related services, digital pre-mutation sketches and real-time automation. The Aadhaar-based land acquisition authentication system ensures error-free transactions and secures property rights. In 25-26, my government will focus on advanced e-governance initiatives, including blockchain-based land record validation system, revenue e-codes, and digital property card. A unique ID assigned to 3.04 crore land parcels paves the way for issuing land cards to all citizens. My government has made significant progress in ensuring safety, security, and justice through modernized policing, disaster preparedness, and judicial reforms. The police department established a cyber division to address increasing cyber crime, upgraded forensic science laboratories, and procured 19 forensic science vans to strengthen investigative capacities. Modern surveillance system, including automated number plate recognition with facial recognition, have been installed at key locations. Infrastructure improvement such as new police stations, training centers, and improvements such as new police stations, training centers, and traffic safety command centers were undertaken to enhance operational efficiency. In fire and rescue services, the recognition of the Kerala Fire and Rescue Services Academy as a state training center by the National Fire Service College is a notable achievement. The first batch of fire women passed out in 2024, marking a significant step towards gender inclusion in disaster management. Civil defense control rooms with hotline connections were established across all districts, enhancing disaster response capabilities. The prison department continues its focus on modernization and rehabilitation, implementing infrastructure upgrades and welfare initiatives under the modernization of prison schemes. In the chemical examiner's laboratory department, my government has introduced advanced analytical instruments and achieved NABL and ISO accreditation along with biohazard waste management and solar energy initiatives to promote eco-friendly operations. In the state judiciary, my government established special designated courts and rolled out the e-court system, digitizing 1.4 crore case records. The arbitration center at the High Court is now operational, and a pilot e-post system for serving notices has been introduced in Thiruvananthapuram. These reforms reflect my government's commitment to delivering accessible and efficient justice. Looking ahead, my government will enhance social policing, strengthen coastal policing, and upgrade radio communication network, New initiatives include child protection schemes, women's self-defense programs, and formation of a women scuba team for rescue operations. The chemical examiner's laboratory will see further in modernization with cold storage facilities, toxicology divisions, and digital collaborations with universities. Vigilance. My government's Vigilance and Anti-Corruption Bureau remains resolute in its zero-tolerance policy against corruption. Through numerous surprise checks and inspection, the Bureau has ensured significant revenue recovery for the state. Additional vigilance cases and inquiries have been registered to uphold accountability and transparency across departments. To improve efficiency, e-office systems will be introduced along with digital FIR registration by 2025. Preventive vigilance measures will include awareness programs to promote integrity and transparency. Planning and Economic Affairs. During 2024-25, my government through the Planning and Economic Affairs Department initiated transformative projects to advance development across Kerala. Under the Kasaragod Development Package, a significant number of projects have been completed, addressing key sectors like agriculture, irrigation, and income generation. In Wayanad, projects focusing on agriculture, tourism, education, and tribal development have been prioritized. The Idukki Development Package includes initiative to enhance healthcare infrastructure and improve road connectivity in tribal areas. Additional efforts include solar fencing, cottage industry, and skilled centers to tackle regional challenges and foster sustainable development. The implementation of Kuttanad package is in progress and the same is being monitored closely. The Kerala Development and Innovation Strategic Council KDISC will expand Vijnana Keralam initiative statewide, building on its successful pilot in Pathanamthitta. This program aims to skill 25,000 individuals with 80% placement targets. Work near home facilities will decentralize knowledge jobs, supporting underemployed individuals and career break women. I am happy to note that Kerala now ranks second in the country for electoral gender ratio, with women accounting for 52.09% of total votes. Furthermore, Kerala ranked among the top 5 states in the Social Media Index, reflecting its proactive use of digital platforms to engage voters. A key digital initiative of the election department is going to be development of a secure cloud-based file archiving system, providing seamless document storage and retrieval with two-factor authentication. My government is in the process of implementing the online RTA application system across all government offices to enhance accessibility and transparency. In the coming year, provisions will be introduced for filing appeals online, further simplifying the process for citizens. Similarly, the court cases information system, already operational in all secretariat departments, will be extended to offices where the e-office system has been implemented with the support of IT mission. My government acknowledges the critical contribution of the Information and Public Relations Department in bridging the government and public, the gap between government and the public. The department produced a documentary on Cherukullathur village, the nation's first complete organ donor village. The Kerala Pavilion at the India International Trade Fair won the Silver Prize. In 25-26, my government will launch NT Keralam, a platform to promote welfare schemes and enhance public engagement. Plans include modernizing the Tagore Theatre as a cultural hub, implementing cloud-based archives, forming a dedicated social media wing, and evaluating government websites to improve accessibility and user experience. Culture. My government remains committed to fostering Kerala's cultural heritage and empowering its artists. The Vajra Jubilee Fellowship Scheme continues to support young artists with monthly fellowships, supplemented by local self-government contributions. The Rural Art Center schemes with self-help groups preserves traditional craftsmanship while providing marketing platforms for artisans. The Renaissance cultural complexes honor Kerala's Renaissance leaders, with the Kollam complex already a cultural hub, and the Kasargod and Palakkad complexes set to become operational in the coming year. Major projects like Pinarai Cultural Center, designed to promote local performing arts and crafts, and the digital arts schools, Kerala offering online arts education in collaboration with Digital University, are advancing steadily. Archaeology Archives. The ongoing construction of the International Archives and Heritage Center at Karyavattam under the Archives Department will provide state-of-the-art facilities for preserving palm leaf records and making them accessible for researchers. Efforts to introduce transcription software will enable the translation of ancient scripts like Vattihutu and Kolejhutu, uncovering valuable historical insights. My government remains steadfast in its commitment to preserving the cultural and spiritual heritage of Kerala while promoting environmental sustainability. In the current financial year, the monthly allowance for Acharasthanikaras and Koladhiras in the northern Malabar region was enhanced, reflecting my government's respect for traditional and custodians of temple rituals. Looking ahead, my government has prioritized the conservation of nature alongside temple development, with significant funding earmarked the renovation of temple ponds, sacred groves and altars initiatives to install sewage treatment plants temple premises will ensure cleanliness and environmental protection. My government is fostering global sports collaboration with Spain, Argentina, and Cuba, focusing on high performance academics, talent exchange, and infrastructure development. Partnership like AC Milan Academy at GV Raja Sports School and One Panchayat, One Playground program ensure grassroots sports development. I am extremely pleased to state that government has invited the Argentina football team for friendly matches in 2025, which will boost tourism and global visibility. The Kerala Olympian Support Program aims to prepare elite athletics for the 2028 Olympics. The Investor Sports Conclave will attract stakeholders to establish elite sports academics and explore new revenue streams. College sports leagues are being promoted to strengthen the sports ecosystem in higher education. Recognizing athletics' contribution, my government continues to provide cash awards and scholarship to foster excellence in sports. The Kerala Kayika Kshamata mission will promote physical literacy and fitness for all, aiming for 100% physical literacy by 2030. My government is committed to youth empowerment through initiatives like Keralotsavam, providing a platform for artistic and sporting talents, and youth clubs promoting digital literacy, sports development. The National Adventure Academy at Devikulam will strengthen adventure tourism and offer training opportunities in activities such as parasailing and rock climbing, the creating employment as prospects and gaining national recognition for Kerala's adventure sector. Key initiatives of the Kerala State Youth Commission like Youth Icon Program, Green Youth Programs and Virtual Employment Exchange focus on sustainable livelihoods. Campaigns against dowry and drug abuse along with counseling and legal assistance ensure youth are equipped to tackle social challenges. Conclusion. My government reiterates its commitment to make sure that the fruits of growth and development reach a substantial measure to the least privileged sections of the society, while taking all initiatives for making the environment conducive for higher economic growth. My government does not intend to wait till the benefits of the same trickle down to everyone. With this in mind, my government has initiated focused welfare programs for the needy sections of the society. My government also has a vision to endow Kerala with high quality infrastructure. To achieve this, we have taken well-intentioned measures to step up capital investment. My government requests the Union government to take an encouraging and positive view of this. My government regards the benefits of welfare programs as the basic right of the recipients, not as an act of benevolence of the authorities. In our vision, it is always citizens' right. My government has a firm commitment to the constitutional values of secularism, democracy, federalism, social justice, and respecting diversity with preserving unity. While preserving unity, my government feels that attempts to homogenize differences in a country which has accommodated diversity with respect will run counter to constitutional values and lofty ideals of the nationalist movement. My government believes in a cooperation and moving together to take Kerala to new heights in its quest for justice to everyone and achieving a knowledge society which will be modeled to us. With this I conclude. I beg your pardon if having mispronounced some words. You will forgive me for this, and all of you, Jai Hind, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.